Love them or hate them, you can't deny that the Kardashians have created some of the most memorable moments on television. Over the 14 years that they have graced our screen, we have seen them laugh, cry, and banter back and forth, with some of these moments being now iconic pop culture references. While many have tried to impersonate them on SNL skits, YouTube parodies, and as TikTok trends, no one can quite do it better than the Kardashians themselves. Kylie and Stassie impersonate iconic Keeping Up with the Kardashians scenes. Even though Kylie appears on the show the least out of all her sisters, she is one of the funniest at recreating their most iconic lines on TV. At the beginning of quarantine last year, Kylie and best friend Stassie, like most influencers, started hopping into TikTok trends. Together, they reenacted Kourtney's most savage phrases captured on camera.
Take off my boot. Oh my God, my boot, not my foot.
Being brutally honest with Khloe's appearance, and of course, humbling Kim when she lost her diamond earrings in the ocean. Fun fact, Kylie was actually the one that dove into the ocean and recovered them. The video features the girls in 8 different outfits at 8 separate locations, all of which takes place in the billionaire's gigantic mansion. She definitely won that challenge. What's funnier is when Kylie posted the video onto her Instagram, Kourtney confidently commented, "An icon. I'm talking about me. You certainly are, Kourt." Kim impersonates North, impersonating herself. When discussing with Scott on whether they'll let their kids watch Keeping Up, Kim says she is hesitant.
I'm just not ready for the kids to see it yet.
But that North has already seen compilations of her famous crying scenes on TikTok and will come in imitating her losing her diamond earrings in Bora Bora as a joke.
Yeah. Mom, I lost my earring.
It looks like Kim might want to monitor her daughter's social media use more carefully because, as Scott points out, her kids are bound to see what other wild things she did eventually.
Like, you have no idea what that is.
Right.
Kourtney and Addison impersonate Kourtney. Remember when everyone was shocked that during quarantine, the at the time 41-year-old Kourtney and 19-year-old Addison Rae were BFFs? And people, even their own family members, questioned what they could possibly have in common. Well, it turns out they were having fun impersonating old clips from their show on TikTok. The scene they lip-synced was of Kourtney herself talking to her friends about the emotional journey of freezing her eggs that led to her having some serious mood swings.
I just cry myself to sleep every night.
Yeah, that's totally normal.
It's great to see that Kourtney can make fun of herself now in what was once a difficult situation. Kendall impersonates Kylie. In season 17's finale of Keeping Up with the Kardashians, they all decided to impersonate each other at a role-switching costume dinner. Kendall dressed up in a pink wig and huge overlined lips to resemble, can you guess who? As for Kylie's response, she thought her sister was cute and looked amazing. If only she saw how much more lipstick Kendall had drawn on her mouth and even teeth in the confessionals. Kylie and Kris impersonate Kourtney and Scott. Kylie once again reprised her role as Kourtney on TikTok, this time with her mom impersonating this funny clip, where Scott asks Kourt if they are in agreement, to which she responds with the first 6 letters of the alphabet.
It's just a phrase I like to use. That means
Is that a real phrase?
the conversation is over.
Leave it up to Kourtney to invent her own lingo. Next time you want to get out of a conversation that is short of breath, try
A, B, C, D, E, F, G.
Kourtney, Kim, and Khloe impersonating Kris, impersonating Miranda Priestly. The head of the Kardashian clan may not get as much spotlight as her daughters, but we all know she's the one who's really running this empire behind the scenes. So when Kris Jenner decided she wanted to go blonde after seeing Kim's hair, she transformed into the only boss lady who may just be more iconic than she is, Miranda Priestly from The Devil Wears Prada. With her fur coat, sunglasses, and a snobby attitude, Kris Jenner was fully committed to the character, except her daughters weren't entirely convinced.
It's more like Cruella de Vil.
Yeah.
To teach their mom to be more Miranda-esque, they all went full out, dressed as the editor-in-chief as well, for dinner, but decided that Kris was already doing an amazing job and ended up celebrating her. This devil doesn't need a lesson. She works hard and can afford Prada.
Yeah, that's it, ladies.
Penelope imitating Kourtney. The Kardashians may have a lot of explaining to do when their kids discover some of their most iconic moments, and maybe sooner than later, as many of their soundbites have already gone viral on TikTok. Kourtney's daughter specifically lip-synced to one of them, although it doesn't seem like Kourtney minds because she posted the video on her own account. Khloe impersonates Kim. The Kardashians have transformed a lot throughout the years, including their voices. As Khloe and Kim reminisce about the past, Kim thought her voice was just more high-pitched and bubbly.
But they have a little, side thing in the back.
Aren't I doing it completely right?
Really?
At least Kim knows she can always count on Khloe for honesty. Kylie and Stassie impersonating Kris and Kendall. Sometimes we have trouble communicating with our family members, and the Kardashians are no exception. Kylie and Stassie poke fun at this back-and-forth conversation between Kendall and Kris that is extremely confusing. Because A, those look like leather pants, and B, what does calling someone cute jeans mean? To this day, we still don't have an answer. Only Kendall can clarify. Kim impersonates Kourtney. At the costume dinner, Kim takes on the role of her older sister by being late and constantly using her kids as an excuse, while talking in a monotone voice. This was filmed at the end of season 17 after an intense period of time, where Kim and Khloe were heavily feuding with Kourtney, so we can sense the passive-aggressive jabs that they made at each other. Kourtney impersonates Kim. Kourtney imitated Kim by pointing out her booty size, telling everyone she started the family business and that her whole wardrobe is from Yeezy. Perhaps they should call it a family roast instead of roleplay. It's a good thing that the family can laugh it all off. Khloe impersonates Kris. The Kardashians know that wherever they go, they will get photographed, which is why they have to always look perfect in public. Khloe took advantage of this and decided to pull an elaborate prank on her mom. Khloe dressed up realistically as her mom and took photos of her digging through the garbage bins while Scott hyped her up as the photographer. They then had their PR team leak the photos on purpose. When a confused Kris saw the photos, she asked Corey what happened. After seeing how frustrated Kris was, Khloe and Scott finally confessed. This has got to be one of the most funniest pranks they pulled off, and seeing how far the duo takes it, we surely don't want to be on the other end of it. Kris impersonates Khloe. As Khloe likes to dress like Kris decided to become Khloe at their costume dinner with a blonde wig with her signature phrase, "Oh, and bedazzled shoes. Although Khloe looks scarily like her mother, we can't exactly say the same about Kris, as people said she looks more like Wendy Williams. Kourtney and Scott impersonate Kris and Bruce. Kim's not the only person with a scandalous video haunting her from her past. After being tired of Bruce's judgmental comments, Kourtney and Scott decided to dress up as Kris and Bruce in an attempt to recreate the tape by dubbing audio clips of the two, making it seem like the tape still exists. They even went all out, dressing up and wearing wigs in an attempt to pull this off. When Bruce was made aware of the video, he was mortified and learned not to pass judgment. That's one way to get your point across. Kendall and Kylie impersonate Kim and Kris. A decade before Kylie became the founder of a billion-dollar company, it was Kim who was the breadwinner in the spotlight. In an old episode of Keeping Up with the Kardashians, a young Kylie impersonated Kim being a diva.
Everyone does what I say, and soon I'll be the queen of the world!
While Kendall imitated Kris, telling her she was her favorite daughter. Perhaps Kylie spoke these words into existence because little did she know she would end up being just as fabulous, take Kim's spot as the favorite child, and become the queen of the cosmetics world. We need some of your manifestation powers, Kylie. We love how the Kardashians are able to embrace their quirks and make fun of each other from time to time. Even with all the drama that goes on, it shows that they know how to have fun. Let us know in the comments who you think did the best impression. Like this video if you want to stay up to date on the latest reality TV news on The Things Reality. And until next time, ABCDEFG.